Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for July 31st, 2019. Today we're taking a look at the EURUSD, the euro, versus US dollar for today's trade analysis. But before I begin the analysis, it's important for me to recognize there is significant news today for the US dollar, which of course may impact all U.S. currency pairs. You want to definitely maintain appropriate risk strategies during high risk news events. We have interest rate news today. We have ADP non-farm today. We have coming up next Friday, just 2 days from now, we have non-farm earnings information out of the U.S. So in the next few days, there could be quite a different looking dollar that we see right now. So you definitely want to be using appropriate risk strategies in case the market does things we just don't expect it to do. And that's a possibility during high risk event news events. So anyway, as we look to trade US dollar currency pairs like the euro dollar, we need to keep those things in mind, but we'll look for some clues and evidence to what we might be able to do with the currency pair. Currently, we are in a downtrend. Long term, all the way to the top of the chart, down to the bottom of the chart, we are in a downtrend for the euro dollar. Even medium term or shorter term, we can see the downtrend where the black trend line is on the right hand side. So we're under the 100 and 200 period moving average, we're under the black trend line, we're in a long term downtrend for the euro dollar. However, in recent weeks we have seen the market find support 111.30, 111.10, the green shaded area at the very bottom of the chart. And it's been a significant support here into that low 111 area. You can see the black circles there, little black circles showing support and a bounce back up. You can see the current red circle where the market's found support there. So again, this could be, if the market views the news as negative for the dollar and the dollar suddenly starts to fall and tank, we would likely see this turn around from this low and start making its headway higher, maybe even making a new uptrend for the euro dollar. If the dollar falls off, if the dollar rallies, if it doesn't turn around and go down, if the dollar continues to go up as it has been over the past recent weeks, then we could see this take a turn and pressure right down through the 111 level and continue this overall long-term downtrend that we've been in for quite a long time now. So that's the implication of how the news might affect this currency pair. But let's go ahead and dive into these areas a little bit more. Let's really take a look at the current area, the red circle where the market has been for the past few days. Obvious that the blue zone is resistance. That's 111.60, 111.75. The green zone is again 111.30, 111.10. That is our support. It's not too hard to see that. Even last week when we had significant news for the euro, this candle right here, the small blue candle wick on top and bottom, the market stayed contained within this area of congestion or consolidation as we wait to see if the Fed will cut rates or not, and what happens after that. Will it find resistance at the blue zone as it is, continue to go down and break through the green zone and continue to go lower? That's one possibility. Will it continue to find support at the green zone, break through the blue zone, and start a new rising trend? That's one possibility as well. So prior to the news, I think you run a little risk of getting in the wrong direction. You could do it, but there's definitely the risk that you get in the wrong direction prior to the news. It may be more prudent to wait until you see how the market responds to the Fed news. Do we break higher above the blue zone? Do we break lower below the green zone? However, if you're going to trade prior to the news and make a little bit of a speculation, I would say at least right now you're not buying under the blue zone. That's a little difficult because it's obviously found resistance there and your risk would be higher. At least right now, if you were buying, it's pretty clear your stop loss needs to be under the green zone. So your risk is pretty high for going long right now prior to all of that news that's happening today. The risk is indeed much smaller if you were going to sell because your stop loss is above the blue zone if you decide to sell prior to all of that news. So intraday, prior to news, there may be opportunities to go short at the blue shaded area, targeting the green zone and hoping that we see a continued rally for the dollar and this goes down. So at least right now, prior to all that news, selling becomes a lower risk, higher reward opportunity. Buying, not so much because it's running into resistance for the euro dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.